Jay Martin and Garel Salente discussed equity markets, stocks, how inflation numbers are misleading, and the future of emerging markets as it relates to China's Belt and Road Initiative. Garel shares his views on the post-pandemic fallout, the industries that are most fragile, and the return to the war on climate changes as the next narrative that will be adopted by media and governments alike. On his views about the most important trend right now that investors are missing, Garrett said that what investors do is they look mostly at the economic data. Our system of trend forecasting is called global nomic, which means making connections between different fields, and opportunity misses those who view the world through the eyes of their profession. It's important to know what's going on in the world, so you start looking at a bigger picture and getting in touch with the world rather than your special interest. So on the economic front, the investors know what's going on. The equity markets are totally rigged. You have in Europe, you have negative interest rate, Japan negative interest rate, the United States zero interest rate, and then there's thing called inflation well in the US. It costs now on average $24,000 more to buy a home, to build a home, just because of lumber prices going up. So forget all the other things that are going up. Then the car dealers can't get enough chips to make new cars. So now look at inflation, its zero and negative interest rate policy. You look at how the equity markets are boosted up with all this cheap money, all the merger and acquisition activity going on around the world because of cheap money. The United Soviet States of America don't include the rising prices of homes to go to the consumer prices index. So their prices of homes only have gone up 17.2% from March 2020 to March 2021. If we have higher numbers in inflation, that means all those millions of people on social security, we don't have to pay them anymore because the social security goes up as the inflation goes up. So we'll keep the inflation way down so we don't have to pay out more money, and we could take that money and give it to our friends in the military industrial complex. So what they really have to start looking at is because as inflation goes up, central banks are going to have to raise interest rate. They are going to be raising interest rate at some point. When interest rates go up, the markets are going to crash. It's as simple as that. Go back to 2018 to 19. Listen to Donald Trump screaming and yelling at the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates because the economy and markets were going down. Garrel believes that there is a submerging market impact as a consequence of this pandemic. There's some emerging markets that have healthier balance sheets in the developing world. They are going to come out of this a lot stronger because they didn't stimulate nearly as much. But there's a handful of markets that are just about to be crushed because of this global response. Emerging markets are going to submerge the most because they locked down. They were not doing that great and they have debt. They have to pay back that debt. And then again, if the dollar stays strong, their debt level goes up because most of their debt is in dollars. So it depends on where the dollar is going. But they are going to be the bigger picture to look at when you are looking at emerging markets. The 21st century is going to be the Chinese century as per Garrel. Those are the emerging markets that are going to be stronger than the ones that China is more involved in. Garrel also believes that the next war will be on climate change. It's them to do what they want to do and make money and how they want to do it. You take electric vehicles, nobody talks about the rare earth minerals that have to be mined and the pollution and the radiation from all of this that goes into our ecosystem. You talk about climate change. How about all the pesticides, all the chemicals, all of what they are putting into the food that's killing us in 1,000 different ways. The artificial flavors, artificial covers, preservatives on, and we won't talk anything about that. We'll talk about climate change. Sure, it's good. These are the markets, these are the sectors that are going to grow within it. Silver was the best conductor of electricity that we know of, way better than copper. We are going now more toward climate change. That means more solar. You use silver in so many different areas that are going to be affected by climate change. Let's go back to that climate change. They had that young woman, that girl that was all making the news every week before the pandemic. It was climate change, climate change, climate change. What's going on in the Middle East between Israel and Iran? That keeps heating up and getting hotter and hotter. Where are the oil prices going to go if things break out over there more? What will that do with inflation is a big question. Business travel within the US is back to like 90% of pre-pandemic levels. The office occupancy rate in New York City 14%. That's terrifying. The global financial center at 14%, air travel not recovering. Those are just two obvious industries, but the small to medium business that have been hit and have not recovered is far more widespread than that. The biggest is taking off everything. Look at the numbers, over $1 trillion more was spent last year on online. Then you look at all the merger and acquisition activity going on. Because the money is so cheap, so the bigs are going to get bigger and the middles are going to keep, warns Garrell. The billionaires got $1 trillion richer during the pandemic. We have seen this decoupling occur between the equity markets and the economy. The economy has been at a standstill depressed. Meanwhile, the equity markets have been on fire. New entrepreneurs are going to be coming, in particularly in bigger cities, because rents are going to go way down. This is going to be a commercial real estate bust big time. These companies are leveraged to high end, and you have now so many major firms saying that they are not going to renew their lease. So they are going to renew it and they are cutting back 50% of the occupancy. People are not going to be commuting like they were before. People have been locked down. They want to go out. They are gonna be spending money. But it's only going to last for so long. And again, when interest rates go up, the whole game changes. Guys, now I would like to take your leave. If you found this video useful, then please, I would request you to press that like button, tell us your thoughts in the comment section below. Also subscribe to this beautiful channel for more such amazing videos.